Now, if you're a fan of my channel, you would have seen my Tiggo 4 Pro review and seen how highly I thought of that, okay? It's been a very, very highly recommended car of mine, okay? So if it goes on that list, you know it's bloody good, okay? Because there's only a few on that recommended list. Actually quite a lot. Anyways, I'm now in the 7-seater, which is the Tiggo 8 Pro. And, well, guys, I would recommend it as highly as I would the 4, even more. So I'm going to talk about the price first, okay? Because I just need you to bear that in mind while I tell you about everything else, because I think that sets the tone for the whole review in a way. So I'm in the top of the range, which is the executive model, and it comes in at around 547,000 Rand. You can get one for just under 500,000 Rand, which just makes it even more incredible, because they're both very well spec'd. But this has no options, okay? So that is what you're going to pay. You're going to pay 547,000 Rand, and it comes with everything. You can't add anything because you don't need to, okay? That says something. So, I mean, okay, the only thing it doesn't have is heated seats, which, I mean, are nice to have, okay, but not an absolute sort of game changer for me. But it has these 3 beautiful screens in here. I mean, okay, not beautiful. This one, I think the bottom one here is the climate control screen, which is a little bit more, just looks really good. It's not quite as useful. It's got buttons here as well, thankfully, so you can use those. The infotainment system, very simple, but very easy to use, which is what I like, user-friendly. And then this sort of instrument cluster, digital one, which really looks cool. Yeah, and is a vibe. And then the cameras on here, I mean, every time I'm near anything, the camera comes on. Very cool. Huge amount of safety features as well. The only problem for me is they are quite intrusive, okay? And when I say that, oh my gosh, I'm sitting on my phone, guys. So thankfully you can turn them off, especially the traffic sign recognition. Because, and I'm going to do this now, because I need you to hear, every time you go past a traffic sign, I don't mind if it shows me that I've gone past one, but what kills me is it makes a ping. It goes like dong, dong. And I'm on a road that has about 20 on them in a stretch of like 2 kilometers. So it's really unreal. Okay, I'm not going to put it on because I don't feel like it right now. But it's quite annoying. The only other well, no, there's one too, but like the one little gripe that I have is this rearview mirror. It's sort of like, you know, when you were a kid and you used to put your parents or someone's glasses on, like reading glasses, and then they make you feel a bit nauseous. Sorry guys, I had to clean the screen there. Like that's what, it's got this weird vibe. I know, I can't remember, I think it's the Datsun or the Quid, one of them has it as well. And you look at it, funny enough, after like the week that I've driven it, I've kind of gotten used to it, but it's really not great in the beginning. Every time I looked up, I was like, bleh, bleh. I gotta pay, so I'm gonna work every day. Okay, but you've also got like a sunroof, which you can use. Okay, look here, it's going to open via voice control.
I'm listening.
Open sunroof.
Got it. It's opening.
I mean, she's very American, but you know, cool. Oh, I just spat. But okay. Oh, I didn't want the whole thing. It's like raining. Cool. Okay. Let's go.
I'm listening.
Close sunroof.
Okay, I'll close the sunroof.
I like it. How cool is that? Then you've got this really lovely leather. It's this tan vibe. I mean, it kind of just looks very premium. It's got like a diamond shapey thing or whatever. Possibly the most comfortable seats I have sat on in a long time in a car. They are really, really, really cushiony, very, very, very comfortable. In fact, I feel like I'm in a very premium car, which I think is such an amazing feat that Chery's managed to do here. Because if you look at the price again, and you look at it in terms of just the price, okay, you're going to compete with things like a RAV4, a Mazda CX-5, or Haval H6, okay, but those are all like 5-seaters, and certainly not premium really models, you know. But then if you look at the size and the shape and what it offers and everything, you're actually now competing with a Tiggo in Allspace, a Peugeot 288. And what's interesting, those are at like 670,000 Rand. So you're saving 170,000 Rand by buying this car. And I know a lot of you might think that, like, you know, I wouldn't be recommending it if it was the same price as something like a Tiggo in Allspace or Peugeot 588. And to be honest, I actually would. I think it's as good. The only thing I would say it's let down is the fuel consumption. So it's got a 1.6 litre turbo petrol. You've got 145 kilowatts of power, 290 newton meters of torque. Actually a bit faster than its rivals, and I mean rivals like Allspace, etc. So it's very, very sort of punchy, smooth delivery. Obviously it's got an auto. The only problem for me is this fuel consumption, which is the same problem I had in the 4. So I'm sitting at 10.2 litres per 100 k's, and it's only really been me in the car. I haven't, you know, filled it up with kids and luggage and everything. So that's not a vibe. But I think it can almost be forgiven, you know, because of everything else. You're also getting a really fantastic warranty, and that engine warranty that everyone's spoken about already, which is that like 10-year, 1 million kilometer engine warranty. You have to be the same owner and something else, I can't remember. It's like a terms and conditions, but they're not horrific. Still pretty flippin' impressive. The service plan, I mean, I think it's like 5 years, 60,000, which is a little bit cheeky because, you know, I mean, well, unless you can do under 60,000 in 5 years, well, I don't doubt it. But overall, I would say that this is one of my favorite cars that I've driven of late. I'm very impressed by it. I'm just very impressed with Chery at the moment. I missed the 7 Pro launch the other day, which actually was this week, because I couldn't make it, unfortunately, but I am almost certain it's going to be as good as well. I hope so. I'm really, really chuffed with this, and please consider it. Well, I don't know what I've done, but I've certainly turned the aircon on.